Hello my motor enthusiasts. Today's buzz is all about the Miami Grand Prix Sprint race. You're tuned into F1 Motor Fever podcast.
Miami. Tell me, Enzo, who stole the spotlight this time?
Well, Daniel Ricciardo certainly turned heads with a remarkable fourth-place finish, his best this season.
Fourth place, you say? That's quite a leap for Ricciardo, isn't it?
Absolutely, William. He started on the second row and even nudged into third for a bit before Sergio Perez overtook him.
Holding off drivers like Carlos Sainz and Oscar Piastri is no small feat. What made the difference for Ricciardo this race?
He was all praises for the new chassis and some nifty upgrades to his car. Said it gave him the confidence boost needed to compete at the top.
Confidence and a bit of new tech can indeed do wonders. But I hear there's a setback coming his way.
Yes, a 3-place grid penalty awaits him due to an incident in Shanghai. But with his current form, Ricciardo seems ready to challenge the odds.
Sounds like Ricciardo's not just back in the game but also setting the stage for an intriguing season ahead.
Hello, motor enthusiasts. I'm Enzo, your host, coming to you live from the heart of Formula One action on F1 Motor Fever podcast. Joining me today is the ever-insightful William, our master commentator. How are you feeling today, William?
In top gear as always, Enzo. Ready to dive into today's thrilling discussion.
Brilliant. And to all our listeners, remember, F1 Motor Fever podcast is here for you every day, bringing the latest and greatest from the world of motorsport. Do us a favor, subscribe to our channel, turn on those notifications, and if you enjoy our content, please do comment and share it with your friends and family. Your support keeps our engines running.
Absolutely, and it's not just about keeping up, it's about being part of the community that shares your passion for speed and strategy.
Speaking of which, today we've got some unbelievable updates from the Miami Grand Prix that you won't want to miss. Trust me, you'll be glued to your seat.
Oh, the suspense. Always keeping us on the edge, Enzo?
That's right, William. And why is this relevant? Because it's not just about the race, it's about the stories, the comeback, the technology, and the sheer human endeavor in this sport. So, stay tuned, and let's go full throttle. What an intense race it was in Miami, wasn't it? Daniel Ricciardo not only clinched fourth place but also managed to keep it under severe pressure. His drive was nothing short of determined.
Absolutely. The way he held off both Carlos Sainz and Oscar Piastri, especially with the added challenge from their doctors, was impressive. It really showed his skill and tenacity.
Indeed. And hearing Ricciardo talk about it afterwards, you could tell how much it meant to him. Describing it as a happy and powerful feeling just goes to show the relief and satisfaction he felt.
It's fascinating, isn't it? He mentioned still sweating after the race, a testament to just how physically demanding those 19 laps were. And managing to defend his position lap after lap, he must have been thrilled with every moment he kept his rivals at bay.
That's right. And don't forget the improvements to his car. Ricciardo pointed out the new chassis and the latest batch of upgrades rolled out at the Miami International Autodrome. Seems like these changes have given him a new lease of life on the track.
It does seem so. It's interesting how a few tweaks here and there can make such a big difference. Feeling more in the car and confident in what it can do, it must have been a significant boost to his performance.
Exactly, and it's these kinds of behind-the-scenes adjustments that often go unnoticed but can dramatically change the game. It's a testament to the team's work as much as to Ricciardo's driving. Let's see how this plays out in the upcoming races. Full throttle. Talking about upgrades and changes, Ricciardo also hinted at a floor upgrade which apparently has improved their performance in high-speed sections. It's intriguing how even the teams sometimes underestimate the impact of such modifications.
Indeed, the technical side of Formula One is always a balancing act. Getting that right can be the difference between the middle of the pack and leading the charge. It will be interesting to see how this plays out during the rest of the season, especially with the penalties in play.
Absolutely. Speaking of penalties, Ricciardo is set to drop 3 places on the grid for the next race due to a penalty from Shanghai. It's always a tough break to have a grid penalty, but it adds another layer of challenge.
That's Formula One for you, isn't it? Constant challenges, constant evolution. It's not just about the race day but also how you adapt and overcome through the season. Ricciardo's resilience will be crucial.
Definitely. And as we look forward to the next qualifying session, it's going to be crucial for him and his team to extract every bit of performance from their machine, despite the setback. What do you think are his chances coming back from a penalty like that?
Well, if the upgrades are as effective as Ricciardo feels they are, we might just see quite a comeback. It's all about maintaining that momentum and mindset.
True. With the stakes high and the competition fierce, it's shaping up to be another enthralling chapter in this Formula One season. Stay tuned as we keep you updated with all the action right here on F1 Motor Fever podcast. Full throttle. William Turner, what's the word on the street, internet-wise?
Right, let me share with you a bit of the online buzz. Jovan Milik said, quote, Fernando Alonso speaking very clear after his incident with Hamilton, I'm sure they won't decide anything because he's not Spanish. He ruined the races of a few, unquote.
Blimey, that's quite a claim from Alonso.
It sparked quite the discussion. Oliver Plimsoll chimed in with a bit of humor, saying, quote, free Spaniards from the shackles of oppression, unquote, which led to a series of laughing reactions from folks like Carl Ora and others who found the comment amusing.
Seems like the internet took it with a pinch of salt then.
Indeed. On a more serious note, Clay Merritt pointed out that, quote, it's crazy that it's literally been nearly 20 years he's been fighting this battle against the FIA. China 2006 he gets a penalty in qualifying for blocking Massa. He says he no longer recognizes Formula One and the FIA have a bias against Spanish drivers, unquote.
A long-standing grievance then. Any other interesting bits?
Yes, a user named Rich Housing commented, quote, I was about to go off on him but I'm glad I went to the comments to read. Before the sprint he said it's just for fun for both Astons. After the incident he's complaining that his and Lance's race was ruined by Lewis. But in his full quote he does clarify on this. Just proves you really have to read the entire quote or read the article before commenting, unquote.
That's a fair point. It's easy to jump to conclusions without the full context. Anything else?
Lastly, Clay Merritt added, quote, wake up babe, the annual Hamilton-Alonso feud has awoken, unquote, to which Rorschach replied, quote, the feud that is completely one-sided. Hamilton doesn't think about him at all, unquote.
Oh, the drama of it all. Seems like the fans are as divided as ever. Thanks for that roundup, William. It's always interesting to see how lively the discussions can get online, isn't it? Thanks for tuning into F1 Motor Fever podcast today. We've covered everything from technical upgrades to the heated debates among drivers and fans alike. It's been a thrilling ride, and we're glad you joined us. Please, do subscribe, activate those notifications, and don't be shy to comment and share. Every bit of interaction helps us bring more of the content you love.
And it's not just about the subscriptions, though those are brilliant, keep them coming. Remember, we've got more juicy discussions and insider insights lined up. You wouldn't want to miss out, so make sure you're tuned in. You never know what's coming up next in the fast-paced world of Formula One.
Absolutely, William. And a big thank you again to everyone who's been part of today's episode. Your engagement and passion really drive us forward.
Looking forward to having all of you back for more high-speed analysis and, of course, a bit of good old-fashioned banter. Don't forget, pedal to the metal, keep your gaze on the road, our channel's content is pure gold.